What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Ferno the Plug, and I am here bringing you a weekly vendor reset video. Now, I happen to be messing up on these the last week and also this week. One of my viewers brought it to my attention, so I just want to give out a shout out to I think his name is or her Prismo 2K17. Thank you for pointing that out to me. I was forgetting these things. So basically, I have not been doing the regular vendor from New York, and I've been missing out on the settlements. Usually because I don't actually go there anymore. I don't even use them to fast travel. So basically, we're just gonna jump straight into this video. These are the last three. It's gonna be the New York vendor. And then the two settlements. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit next week. I might do the DarkZone aside from all of the others so that these videos aren't too long. So let's just go ahead. We're gonna see what he has on the list here at the New York vendor. And first on the list, we're gonna have the AUG A3 Para XS. Core attribute is going to be 10% SMG damage, 14% critical hit chance. Lower attribute is going to be 8.1% reload speed, and then we're going to have in sync. So hitting an enemy grants plus 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants plus 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. And damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. Now you get the 15% for just a regular talent. If you get the Harmony that has the perfect talent, you will get 40% once you get the double buff. So you'll be getting 20% each one. So the skill damage and for the weapon damage. Next we're going to have the Hunting M44 sniper rifle. It's going to have a core attribute at 12% marksman rifle damage. Then we have 83% headshot damage. Lower attribute is going to be 7% damage to targets out of cover. And then we're going to have the talent preservation. Killing an enemy repairs 10%. Armor over 5 seconds. Headshot kills improve the repair by an additional 10%. So initially you'll get like 20% incoming repairs or just repairs in general if you get that headshot. Next we're going to have the Super 90. It's going to be a core attribute at 11% shotgun damage. Then we got 9% damage to armor. Lower attribute is going to be 7% damage to targets out of cover. Then we have the talent Spike, which is going to be headshots grant plus 20% skill damage for 15 seconds. Next on the list, we're going to have the custom PF45, and that's going to have core attribute 11% pistol damage. Lower attribute is going to be 5% damage to armor. We're going to have the talent reformation. Headshots grant plus 30% skill repair for 15 seconds. Next we're going to have the Gilligard backpack, and that's going to be a core attribute blue. We're going to have 115,082 armor. Lower attribute is going to be 4.3% critical hit chance. Then we have 15.6% repair skill with a blue mod slot, and combined arms for the talent. It's going to be shooting an enemy increases total skill damage by 25% for 3 seconds. Next we have a Sokolov Concern knee pad, and that's going to have a core attribute red. That's going to be 12% weapon damage. Then we have the lower attribute is going to be 3,855 armor regen with 7.1% skill damage. Next on the list, we're going to have a Wyvernware holster. It's going to have a core attribute yellow skill tier. We're going to have the lower attribute 10.6% skill haste, then 14% repair skill. Next on the list, we have a utility mod, and that's going to be 16.6% repair skill. Then we have a defensive mod, that's going to be 8.4% bleed resistance. Next, we have a seeker mind mod, and that's going to be 5.7% healing. Next is going to be a hive mod with 7.3% health. And last, we have a shock trap mod with 4.3 second duration on there. Alright, so after this we're going to hit one of those settlements. I'm probably just going to go ahead and hit the campus first, and then we'll do the theater. So I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we've made it to the campus vendor, so let's go ahead. We're going to jump straight into that, see what we got. So first on the list, we're going to have the Commando. It's going to have a core attribute, 12% marksman rifle damage. Then we have 87% headshot damage. Lower attribute is going to be 7.9% stability. And the talent is going to be perfectly naked. We're going to have hitting an enemy with no armor grants plus 50% headshot damage for 8 seconds. Next on the list, we have the SR1 sniper rifle. Core attribute for that's going to be 11% marksman rifle damage. We're going to have headshot damage. Then we have the lower attribute 9.5% magazine size. Then we're going to have the talent perpetuation. Headshots grant plus 50% status effect damage and duration to the next status effect you apply. Next we have the military M60E4. It's going to have a core attribute 9% LMG damage. Then we have 9% damage to targets out of cover. Lower attribute is going to be 7% health damage. Then we have the talent frenzy. So for every 10 bullets in the magazine capacity, gain plus 3% rate of fire and plus 3% weapon damage for 5 seconds when reloading from empty. Next on the list we have a Gilligard mask, and that's going to be a core attribute blue. It's going to have 121,790. Oh my goodness, I said that backwards. It's going to have 121,769 armor. Alright, next on the list we're going to have a Gilligard mask, and that's going to have a blue core attribute. We're going to have 121,769 armor. Lower attribute is going to be 4.3% critical hit chance. Then we have 8.2% status effect with a blue mod slot. Next on the list we're going to have the Douglas and Harding holster. That's going to have a core attribute red with 10.1% weapon damage. Lower attribute is going to be 10.2% skill haste and 6.7% explosive resistance. Next on the list, we're going to have a utility mod that's going to be 10.2% skill haste. Then we have a chem launcher mod, and that's going to be 5.9% heal. Next, we have a hive mod, and that's going to be a plus 4 repair charges. Then we have a pulse mod with 8.7% effect duration. And last, we have a shock trap mod with 4.2 seconds duration. Alright, now we're going to be moving on to our last location, which is going to be the theater, and I'll see you in a sec. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we've made it to our last location, which is the theater, so let's go ahead and see what we got on the list. And first on the list, we're going to have the Artiste tool. It's going to have a core attribute of 13% rifle damage, 12% critical hit damage, and then we're going to have the lower attribute at 6.8% stability. The talent is going to be perfect rifleman. Landing headshots adds a stack of bonus plus 11% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Max stack is 6. Additional headshots refresh the duration. Next we have the tactical SASG-12K shotgun. That core attribute is going to have 10% shotgun damage, and we have 8% damage to armor. Lower attribute is going to be 11.7% swap speed, and then we're going to have the talent in sync. We just went over that one a second ago, so I'm not going to read that one again. Next we have the UIC-15 mod 2. That's also going to be a rifle. Core attribute is going to be 10% rifle damage. Then we have 12% critical hit damage. Lower attribute is going to be 7% damage to targets out of cover. Then we have the talent ignited. So we're going to deal plus 20% weapon damage to burning enemies. And then after 4 kills, you apply burning to the next enemy you hit. We did go over the perfect one in the first video because I did mess that up. So the perfect one is going to give you 25% weapon damage, and then you're only going to need 3 kills. So that 4th hit is going to, or when you hit that 4th enemy, you're going to put them on the burn effect. Next we have the Walker Harris & Co. gloves. It's going to come with a core attribute red with 11.5% weapon damage. Then we're going to have the lower attribute at 4,087 armor regeneration. And we have 7.5% status effect there. Next we have the Petrov Defense Group knee pads. It's going to have a core attribute red with 15% weapon damage. And we're going to have the lower attribute 14.6% repair skill, 9.4% critical hit damage. Then we have a defensive mod with 8.2% bleed resistance. Next we have a seeker mine mod with +1 cluster mines. Then we have a shield mod with 4.1% deflector damage. Next we have a Firefly mod with 5.8% damage. And then last we have a decoy mod with 5.5% health. Now once again guys, I'm going to do this a little bit differently next week. Once again, what was it? I think it was Prezimo 2K17. Thanks again for the update on that, because I was lacking that. I got my little nephew calling me. Give me a second, bro. But I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.